Penn High School, who is proud to host the Mid-Penn Bank Catholic Christmas Showcase. The district administration, along with the McDevitt Athletic Department, would like to welcome the participants for tonight's first game. The Saints from Berks Catholic, who will be taking on explorers from the South College High School. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the Berks Catholic Saints. From the senior class, player number 0, Jack Susky. He's a member of the junior class, player number 2, Kingston McCoy. Another member of the junior class, player number 3, Gavin Welker. This evening, he wears number 5. He's also a junior, Brady Altamar. And the fifth member of the starting lineup, number 10, from the junior class, Jackson Griffith. Looks Catholic head coach Steph Esterling, assisted by Jason Linderman, Freddie Diaz, and Casey Jack. And now the starting five for the Salle College School Student. Weighing in the game of the junior class, Joey Hughes. He's a member of the class of 2025, wearing number 4, Nick Curry. This evening, wearing number 13 from the junior class, Grayson McHugh. Representing the senior class, he wears number 21, Hayes Altanari. And a member of the sophomore class, he's number 23, Nick Turner. Each sports coached by Ryan Ansell, assisted by Daniel Williams, Amar States, Kit Wall, and Ed Nina. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm kind of asked to all rise, and we ask for God's blessing of our pregame prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, by the power of the Holy Spirit, we ask you to bless all of us, athletes, coaches, referees, and spectators. Keep us safe from injury and any harm, instill in us respect for each other, and reward us for perseverance and virtue. We ask this in the name of your Son, our Lord, Jesus Christ. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
And we welcome you to Bishop McDevitt High School. It is the second of 8 games of the McDevitt Catholic Christmas Showcase presented by Mid-Penn Bank. It is Berks Catholic and LaSalle in this one. Sure to be quite a contest. It is a LaSalle team that battles tough in the Philadelphia Catholic League. Berks Catholic 6-1, enough to lead the District 3 4A power rankings. And LaSalle is on the board first. First 3 come from Joey O'Brien. And if you pay attention to high school sports, not just basketball, you probably know that name, Joey O'Brien, the Philadelphia Catholic League MVP for football. And there are 2 on the other end from Berks Catholic. It is Gavin Welker. Joey O'Brien had quite the dunk against Louisiana in one of LaSalle's most recent contests. That is going to be waved off. First, it was a travel from Grayson McHugh. So 2-2 with 7:15 left to go in the first quarter of play. Berks Catholic and LaSalle. Clock now down to 7 minutes. Going to be quite the matchup to watch as we kind of dissect these starting matchups. Berks Catholic misses on the layup. LaSalle gets it back. That matchup is going to be Kingston McCoy and Joey O'Brien. O'Brien's going to catch this one. It was a lob pass towards him. He caught it, kicked it back out. Clay stays inbounds, and Berks Catholic is going to try to run this one up the floor. Hard press from LaSalle, and Kingston McCoy finally shakes off a defender. McCoy lining up for a longer two. He's going to instead dish it out top of the key. The three ball does not go, attempted by Gavin Welker. LaSalle back on the other end. Cathedral Prep walks in the door. They will play next against Our Lady of Mount Carmel. Cathedral Prep, who traveled the better part of 5 hours to get here. There is an interesting play at the rack. Berks Catholic from Zachary Suski, who will have the and one. Free throw does not go. Rebound Joey O'Brien, and LaSalle will get possession back. They trail 4-2 with 5:50 left to go in this first quarter. Here's an up and under play from Nick Parisi. That will be good. He had it right off the glass, ties it 4-4 with 5:40 left to go in the first. Catholic Christmas Showcase presented by Mid-Penn Bank right here on Luke Brown Sports. Kingston McCoy tried to get an and one of his own, but he will be fouled and go to the line for two. The foul on LaSalle. Let's see who the offender is. Didn't quite catch it when it needed to. Looks like it'll go against Joey O'Brien, so that's already his second. Just minutes into this game. Here's Kingston McCoy. This first does not go. Substitution comes in for LaSalle. It is Max Okabata. McCoy thinks his second. McCoy got injured towards the latter part of last season, and it was a huge loss. I mean, around District 3, everybody essentially knew Berks Catholic is going to have to make some adjustments late in the season. There's a three ball that's good to go from LaSalle. It was Hayes Altamare. His first points of the game, and he has three. LaSalle goes ahead 7-5. Pass underneath and a pump fake, but and then looks like a foul on LaSalle. So the free throws will come from Zachary Suski, who already has two in this game. 2 points, not two free throws. He will have his first to roll around and go in. His second will also go. Ties it up 7-7. Sal trying to find somebody with some space. The guys from Our Lady of Mount Carmel are rolling in. Now trying to track his way down. That was Grayson McHugh. Snippy Esterly calling out some directions. He has Snip Esterly is the coach, only head coach in Berks Catholic basketball history. He has 800 wins came for him on January 4th. And get this, he was at he was at an Erie school. So I'm sure he's familiar with Erie Cathedral Prep. Now they kind of have just taken the Erie off and have called themselves Cathedral Prep. He was at Central Catholic, and that is the boys' Central Catholic, for 22 seasons before he became the coach of Berks Catholic. It is hard to wrap your mind around how long that man has been coaching basketball, and he still has a ton of energy when he coaches. Saw him out there, and I say that, and he just stood up and gave two claps out to, just to fire, provide that sense of fire that he does. He has seen plenty of talent, coached against plenty of talent, led his team to district titles. And as I mentioned, 800 wins for him came on January 4th last year. This is a Berks Catholic team. I mean, this is a relatively new, I believe this is a brand new Christmas showcase here, but Berks Catholic usually was playing against, you know, potentially statewide and Catholic competition anyways. They were playing in Trinity High School's Christmas showcase, which Trinity is, become the rival for McDevitt in basketball. Berks Catholic are going to have two underneath. Zachary Susky with his fifth and sixth point of this game. Berks Catholic back in the lead, 9-8 over LaSalle. The pass over top. Shot goes up, won't go. And rebound is taken by Kingston McCoy, and he paces himself down the court. Whistle blows before the shot. Boy on his first is good. His second point, both of which have come from free throws. Second is also good, and McCoy has three so far in this game. He gives Berks Catholic 11-8. Berks Catholic already in the bonus, by the way. Thought about a three ball, and he thought about it a little bit too long. It'd be a travel call on Braden Earfleet. Bounce pass, and now stripped away from by LaSalle. They need three to tie it on an 11-8 disadvantage that they have. Heading to the line for LaSalle will be Nick Neary. 11-8, 2:03 to go here in the first quarter. Henry sinks his first. The foul is against Kingston McCoy. First and second both good and an interesting shooting form from Nick Neary, but he puts LaSalle into double digits. 11-10 is the lead. McCoy inbounds, and 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. McCoy sinks one for three, a long range, and he gives himself 6 points here in this first quarter. Under 2 minutes to go, and Berks Catholic leads by 4, 14-10. 1:38 to go. McDevitt Catholic Christmas Showcase. LaSalle, that shot won't go. Back out. They're going to kick it over, and the mid-range won't go either. That attempt from Grayson McHugh doesn't get it. So here is McCoy. Have not seen Joey O'Brien much since his first two fouls came pretty early in this game. McCoy is going to lay this one through. Long range doesn't go for LaSalle. 41 seconds and quick early first quarter we've had. It's just 5:18 on a scheduled 5 o'clock tip that was probably a couple minutes behind. Not too far behind though, schedule-wise. McDevitt won their JV contest over Berks Catholic. They didn't lead at all until really late in the third quarter. They were down the entire game and then came back for a strong come from behind win. Good defensive effort that will give Berks Catholic possession with 9.6 seconds to go in this first quarter. McCoy guarded closely by Nick Neary. 2 seconds to go. McCoy gonna try to beat the buzzer. It will not go. But Berks Catholic leads 16-10 after one period of play right here at the McDevitt Catholic Christmas Showcase on Luke Brown Sports. For over 150 years, Mid-Penn Bank has been a proud community member with locations throughout Pennsylvania and central New Jersey. The bank provides a wide variety of financial products and services. Its over 600 employees are dedicated to building relationships and making a difference in the communities where they live and work. Stop by a local financial center and find out how Mid-Penn Bank can help you. 8 minutes coming up in the second quarter of play here. Catholic Christmas Showcase, McDevitt High School on Luke Brown Sports. Second quarter is about to get underway here. It is a 16-10 advantage for Berks Catholic after 8 minutes of play at the McDevitt Catholic Christmas Showcase presented by Mid-Penn Bank. And it looks like that, I think it's 5 seconds. A call that's going to give LaSalle the ball back. Berks Catholic had the opening possession here in the second quarter. It did not pan out. 7:38, 16-10. Salle in the inbound here. is Hayes Altamere inbounding it for the Crusaders. And he will hit McHugh. Now over to Neary. And Neary has his good to go. It is a 4-point lead for Berks Catholic. Neary has 4 so far in this one. Kingston McCoy on the other end. He's guarded by Neary. A tough assignment for him. McCoy is not only going to be able to shoot the ball, but he plays quick. Now a drive, and it's blocked away by McHugh. LaSalle on the other end, they're going to try to put themselves in a closer range. They have a 3 that is no good, and a defensive rebound is now secured by McCoy. McCoy now guarded by Joey O'Brien. McCoy lines up, does not hit his shot. Rebound McHugh over to Neary. 16-12 with 6:36. The shot does not hit. And another rebound for Berks Catholic. This one goes out of bounds. Joey O'Brien tries to secure it before it does. And we go back to Berks. Who has This has been quite a first half so far. Luke Brown Sports is your audio broadcast provider for all 8 games of this showcase. And we have some really, really good matchups. Looking forward to seeing what kind of crowd McDevitt puts together for the hosts playing tonight. Really good team over there. Liam Fuller, Max Henderson, and the freshman phenom that everybody's been talking about. We'll get our first look at him. That is Tamir Arp. Talk to Jason Grace about him as well. Because Arp is expected to be one of the next best things, and Jason Grace isn't afraid to say so. Here's Joey Bryan on a takeaway. He will slam this one home, and LaSalle has a lead, 18-16. You knew as soon as Joey O'Brien got it on a takeaway and a fast break that something was probably about to happen, and that is exactly what happened. He had an unreal dunk last week. That was pretty light there. It wasn't off the backboard or anything, but still always good to see somebody throw it down. Probably not the last time we'll see it with the bodies that we have in this game. I haven't seen Kingston McCoy dunk a basketball, but I've only seen him a couple times. Let's see what he can do. Long 3, Berks Catholic off the mark. O'Brien gets the rebound. I know some of the viewership that we have is probably leading mid-Penn. It's where more of my impact is. And there is Nick Neary. He puts 2 in, and he's not afraid to let Berks Catholic know that he did it. Uh, but a really good comparison for Joey O'Brien, at least on the basketball floor, is J.J. Kelly at Chambersburg. Kelly is now committed to play at Ohio. He also had offers to play Division I football as Joey O'Brien does, but they look similar. They have similar size. They jump similar. It's not uncanny or anything. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. We'll see. O'Brien at the line here shooting 2. Sal head by 2 already. First is good. 21-18 is your score with 3:34 left to the halftime break. Nick Neary is going to sub out of this one. Bryan makes the first, misses his second. Gives him 7 points in this one. 3:33 to go to the halftime break. 21-18. 3-point lead for the for the Explorers. I believe I've called them the Crusaders all the way up to this point. I'm thinking McDevitt too much. The Explorers of LaSalle. And I should certainly know that after the amount of times that I read and watched about their football team this year. O'Brien, a big piece of that football team. They had a really tremendous season. Pretty close. They are rivals now that they're playing each other in football yet again. I mean, to be fair, the and perhaps something to discuss with our tournament organizer Jason Grace is there is a three that hits Nick Parisi. Um, the football teams that have been brought in. Obviously, everybody's playing basketball, but McDevitt's name carries a lot of weight, and football has to deal with a lot of that. A lot of that is the credit of the team. They just won the state championship a couple of weeks ago. As that three hits on the other end for Berks Catholic, it is none other than Kingston McCoy, and he has 11 here in this first half. 2 minutes to go in that first half. LaSalle leads 24-21. The Pittsburgh Central Catholic just competed for a state title. LaSalle, who was one of the best teams in the state this season. Cathedral Prep is also nothing to slouch at. They've not only does their football team, consistently get close to a state title, if not playing for one at the end of the year, but also just the pure athletic dominance that Cathedral Prep has had. The girls basketball team was in the state title last year. Their boys soccer team won the state title last year. There's some really, really strong athletic programs that are coming to Harrisburg, and some serious travel too, especially credit to Pittsburgh Central Catholic and Erie Cathedral Prep. That three does not go. It was shot by Parisi. Now fighting for a rebound. Berks Catholic trying to keep it in bounds, and they do. Under a minute to go in this first half. 24-21. 50 seconds to go. LaSalle leads. Berks Catholic possession. Kingston McCoy, a turnaround jumper, long range that hits. Wasn't a three, but it'll do for now. And he has himself 13 in this first half. 30 seconds to go. 23-24. 1 point game at the half. LaSalle. Bounce pass to O'Brien. And he's just going to take a second. Let this clock run a little bit. It's now down to 13. McDevitt Catholic Christmas Showcase presented by Mid-Penn Bank. For over 50 years, Mid-Penn Bank has been a proud community member with locations throughout Pennsylvania and central New Jersey. The bank provides a wide variety of financial products and services. Its over 600 employees are dedicated to building relationships and making a difference in the communities where they live and work. Stop by a local financial center and find out how Mid-Penn Bank can help you. We are back after the halftime break. Luke Brown Sports, the McDevitt Catholic Christmas Showcase.
Which is spring Saturday actions. If you head north, door,
And we welcome you back to the second half of basketball here at Bishop McDevitt High School, the Catholic Christmas Showcase on Luke Brown Sports presented by Mid-Penn Bank. Certainly happy to be with you throughout all 8 games of this, and you can find all 8 games in the playlist I have created right here on this YouTube page. As here's a three from the near side, and it hits. The three comes from Zachary Susky, and he puts himself into double digits with 11. Berks Catholic took a 25-24 lead on a buzzer-beating layup to beat the first half horn. And now they are on top 28-24, but now they are on top by 3 less as Cole Santiago puts himself on the board. His first three, and comes in a big moment here as we try to find out what kind of momentum these teams are going to build. 28-27. There's a nifty pass underneath to Susky. He has all 5 second half points for Berks Catholic thus far. 30-27. Coming up, it is Cathedral Prep and Our Lady of Mount Carmel. Cathedral Prep playing their fifth straight out-of-state opponent. And we just talked to Jeremy Lynch about that, the head coach of the Ramblers. Gave me some interesting perspective on that. Gave some details about where they were, what they were doing, playing all of those out-of-state opponents in Las Vegas and California, Texas. We'll talk about that on the next broadcast when Cathedral Prep faces off against Baltimore's Our Lady of Mount Carmel. There's a three on the far side, doesn't go. Joey O'Brien is going to take it up. He tries to find a pass underneath, and it ends up in the hands of LaSalle by McHugh. Kingston McCoy gets it. He's going the other way. McCoy slices and dices his way underneath to get the basket. It is points number 14 and 15 for Kingston McCoy. Couple dribbles under the basket. Three ball goes again, and it is once again Nick Parisi. His second three of the game. He also has a two-pointer for 8 total. 32-30, and the lead in the hands of Berks Catholic. 5:33 to go in the third. Kingston McCoy, he's going to dish his out to Susky. Susky weaving his way underneath. LaSalle looking for a travel. They won't get it, but Susky's layup will go off the mark. Another three for LaSalle. That went off the back iron. Doesn't go. McHugh secures the rebound and hits it right back off of Berks Catholic. So LaSalle will get possession back. They trail by 2 with 5:08 left to go in the third. Catholic going to get possession back after the whistle. So they do. Kingston McCoy. He's bringing up possession with company. Looks like a trainer might need to come out for Berks Catholic. It'll be Zachary Susky. He's able to walk it off. And he's going to play through it. Credit to him because very evident that he landed wrong and was under some serious pain there. Misses his first. Takes his second. And also credits him with everything he's done on the floor tonight. 14 points. 4:48 left to go in the third. Now there's the end one for McHugh. That is Grayson McHugh, and he has been all over the floor tonight. Not a ton of points. That's just his third. A chance to drill four. Berks Catholic is going to sub out Jackson Kozik. That was the third foul on Kozik. And he comes over, and Esterly is immediately on him. No stupid fouls, he says. Tied at 33 apiece. 4:40 to go here in the third. Here's Kingston McCoy. Now a pass over. And one underneath. LaSalle takes it away. Joey O'Brien, he's going to attack the rack. He's blocked away, but first a foul. O'Brien sinks the first. It's his eighth. This is his second. Puts LaSalle ahead up by 1 point. 34 to 33. Remember, LaSalle led down the stretch of that second quarter all the way until Berks Catholic put one in right before the horn. To McCoy. Ahead. Passes over to Giza. Pass down underneath. Smart pass. From 5 to 0. That is Brady Altemeyer to Susky. Zachary Susky. He has been really, really good. Berks Catholic back ahead by 1. 35 to 34. 3:18 to go in this third period. Here's Susky. Over to Kingston McCoy. McCoy is guarded by Altemeyer, and he'll put that one in. 17 points, Kingston McCoy. Timeout called at the 2:58 mark here in period number 3. All the broadcasts this weekend sponsored by Mid-Penn Bank. For over 150 years, Mid-Penn Bank has been a proud community member. With locations throughout Pennsylvania and central New Jersey, the bank provides a wide variety of financial products and services. Its over 600 employees are dedicated to building relationships and making a difference in the communities where they live and work. Stop by a local financial center and find out how Mid-Penn Bank can help you. 37 to 34, the lead for Berks Catholic. 2:58 left to go in the third period of play. These two going at it. Catholic Christmas Showcase. Next, it is Our Lady of Mount Carmel facing Erie Cathedral Prep. The nightcap Pittsburgh Central Catholic facing the hosts, Bishop McDevitt. Looking forward to seeing what kind of crowd gets on hand for that. Bishop McDevitt, obviously, it's a Friday night during winter break for students and staff, and a lot of people outside of just the school world also not working today, and certainly aren't working tomorrow. It's a Saturday, so it should be a pretty solid crowd. And also a McDevitt team that's been successful this season. They were kind of up and down last year. I think they have found the guy in terms of head coach. They had Mike Gaffey was here for so long, and then Mark Risser was here for 1 year. Jason Grace now the head coach of this program, and I think he's implementing a lot of off the court stuff that is furthering this program like this tournament. Got his feet wet last year, and now he's able to kind of be innovative. Nick Neary gets into double digits with a hook over the top that gives him 10 points. 37-36 is the lead for Berks Catholic. Joey O'Brien underneath to Neary, and a tip at the last second. That came from Grayson McHugh. Really smart play. They don't want to have any offensive interference or offensive goaltending there, but he was able to do it without doing any of that. LaSalle is back on top, 38-37. Kingston McCoy changes that. 39-38, the lead for McCoy and the Saints. McCoy has 19 points, looking to add a 20th as he drew the foul, putting that one in. It goes McCoy into the 20s with 1:07 left to go in this third period. A made shot out there by Braden Erpley, but the foul was called first. 59.9 now. Susky's going to come out. He's still in some visible pain. O'Brien. Okabata. Now McHugh. Fundamental moves on the baseline, and he'll put one in. McHugh. Definition of consistent, it seems like. 40 apiece with 34 seconds to go. McCoy. Somebody's going to try to get the edge before we hit the fourth quarter. Tied at 40 apiece. Been treated to our first good varsity game. JV game was pretty solid as well as McDevitt came from behind for a win over Berks Catholic. The Saints certainly don't want to start this showcase 0-2. Four seconds exactly to go. Tied at 40. McCoy sinks his first. Berks Catholic is into the second half bonus. Boy sinks his second. Trying to beat the buzzer. And they will not. It's off the front iron. LaSalle down by 2 with 8 minutes to go. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Mid-Penn Bank proudly sponsors the Catholic Christmas Showcase, and it airs all live on Luke Brown Sports. Final 8 minutes to go here between between LaSalle and Berks Catholic at Bishop McDevitt High School. Certainly a contest indeed as Berks Catholic leads by 2. There is quite a couple plays going on as the ball was loose. LaSalle is going to have it on their offensive end. A 3 ball does not go. Joey O'Brien gets the rebound. Won't go again. The and one will go for LaSalle, and it comes from Nick Neary. Neary with 12. And his free throw is good. It gives LaSalle the lead back, 43-42. 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this one. Here's Kingston McCoy. This play underneath won't go. The scraps are collected by Berks Catholic, but they don't go either. Joey O'Brien on the other end carries a little bit, but he's fouled, and he will head to the line with a chance to put the Explorers up by 3. First is off the mark. Second is good. LaSalle goes up by 2. O'Brien has 9 points in this game. Hard to believe as much as we've called his name throughout this one. Just 9. McCoy, he sinks it. And he puts the Saints back up by 1. 45-44. Nick Neary over to O'Brien. A spin move underneath, and that one's good from Max Okabata. He caught the pass from O'Brien, and he was able to turn it into a bucket. LaSalle leads by 1, 46-45. 6:25 left to go. McCoy underneath. Nice outlet pass, but can't get to it in time is Grayson Welker. He was blocked from the back. Spin move and a finish underneath doesn't go. The second chance from Franklin Gilbert. And a timeout is called. 6:03 to go in the fourth. Coming up is quite a finish between LaSalle and Berks Catholic. 48-45 left with 6 minutes left in this fourth. LaSalle leads by 3. They have had quite the contribution. They're in a zone defense. It is a 1-3-1. McCoy trying to break through it. He won't do it. His 3 goes off the mark, and I believe the attempt from Susky to secure the rebound landed him out of bounds, and he fought for it, dove on the ground just minutes after he had to be taken out of the game because he was just in pain, and nothing severe or else he wouldn't be back in, but he's certainly kind of gone through it. The 3 ball goes for LaSalle, Max Okabata, and a timeout is called by Snip Esterly because Okabata had plenty of space to get that 3 off. 5:22 to go in the fourth. That is not necessarily the happiest Snip Esterly we've had. He's still trying to juice up that Berks Catholic team. There's McCoy. That one is over the reach of Susky. Nick Neary bringing it up. Neary again. Now they're going to get it out past the 3-point line. Underneath and blocked away. And a foul is called. Looked like he threw that one in off the back of his teammate. O'Brien was trying to get a putback jam. That would have been an unreal highlight. I believe he was called for offensive goaltending. Berks Catholic would have been an incredible finish. An offensive rebound will land Berks Catholic at the line on the second attempt chance. That came from Carmelo Harper. Harper's first free throw is no good. Berks Catholic leads or trails by 6. 4:21 to go. This one is going to come down to it, but Berks Catholic needs a couple of stops defensively if they want to continue to hang around in these last 4 minutes and 13 seconds. Whistle blows, not sure exactly why. Joey O'Brien Passes it over to Gilbert. Altair. Now Neary trying to finish at the rack. Won't do it. Offensive rebound secured. Berks Catholic definitely wants to avoid that. They've allowed LaSalle to chew up possession time quite a bit. Now a finish underneath. Doesn't happen. And a foul is called. His free throw is good for Nick Neary. If Cathedral Prep and Our Lady of Mount Carmel is coming up next. After halftime of that one, we are scheduled to talk. Me and Jason Grace. Nick Neary nails his second. He puts LaSalle up by 8 now. Berks Catholic clock is ticking. Scheduled to talk to Jason Grace. We're going to talk about putting this tournament together, kind of all aspects of that, and getting the teams to agree to participate here, especially the ones that had to travel 3 or 5 hours to get here. As Kingston McCoy can't find any success in the lane, he's going to dish it out and get it right back at the 3-point line. Shoots, does not hit. This would be just the second loss of the year for Berks Catholic. They started 3-0, beating the District 3 6A champs Cumberland Valley by 3 on the road on December the 6th. Then the next day they beat Pope John Paul, beat Wilson on the 9th, lost to Governor Mifflin on the 12th. Since then they've beat Halifax, Reading, and Muhlenberg. That is a Reading team that made the state semifinals and won the state tournament last 2 years ago. Kingston McCoy gets his 2 to go. That gives him 26 and 27 points on the day. LaSalle, a dish underneath and an and one finish. Max Okabata, 7 points for him. And LaSalle beginning to give themselves quite a cushion. An 8-point separation with 2:09 to go. Misses the free throw, but McHugh gets the rebound. McHugh hauls it down, and it looks like he will go to the line. Berks Catholic 6-1. They lead the District 3 4A standings. They'll face Cathedral Prep tomorrow while missing in the new year, followed by Exeter and Twin Valley. McHugh's first free throw is up and good. Gives him 10 points. As for LaSalle, they're on a 3-game win streak. They started the year 0-2. Here's McHugh's second free throw. It is no good. McCoy hauls down the rebound. They started the year 0-2, lost to Abington Friends and Upper Dublin. They beat Samuel Freeze, lost to Malvern Prep. Here is Joey O'Brien. And the fast break is good. An 11-point lead with 1:47 to go. Okabata had that one. Gives him 8 and 9 points. McCoy driving through the lane, a pump fake, and lays one up and good underneath. McCoy with 29. You can tell why it was such a big deal when he got hurt on the latter section of last year. There's Nick Neary 9-point lead for LaSalle with 1:09 left to go in regulation. Neary to McHugh. McHugh, the finish at the rim won't pan out. 52 seconds to go. The free ball for Berks Catholic is off the mark. McHugh hauls down the rebound. And it is becoming more and more likely that LaSalle is going to advance in this one. Shows you strength of schedule for sure. You come into this game, and if you just look at the record, you don't know anything about the teams. You see a 4-3 LaSalle team and a 6-1 Berks Catholic. You're probably taking Berks Catholic, but the competition that LaSalle faces in Philadelphia is really intense. Okabata at the line. He drills. Okabata has 10. He's been really impactful in this fourth quarter. Pass underneath. Looked like Okabata got a piece of that one on the defensive end now. And Zachary Susky is still dealing with quite the issue. He will sub out, and that's the last we've seen him. But yeah, he has been through it physically in this game. Berks Catholic to inbound. Okabata hit the deck on that one. Can't say these teams haven't been aggressive, that's for sure. Shot goes up, and foul called. Boy at the line. This one rolls in and out. 26.1 to go. Berks Catholic trails by 10. They led by 1 at the half. Just barely. 30 points for Kingston Bookfoy by my unofficial count. He has 3 shots here off the shooting foul. So he goes 2 for 3 on that attempt at the line. 8-point game with 20 seconds to go. Sal's going to try to dribble out the clock here. Smith Esterly may be calling for a foul. I'm not sure. But it seems as though LaSalle is going to be able to dribble this one out. And they will take a 59-51 win in the first varsity contest of the McDevitt Catholic Christmas Showcase. Berks Catholic goes ahead by 1 at the half. And they cannot do it in the second half. LaSalle with a tremendous effort. And we return coming up. It is Cathedral Prep and Mount Carmel on Luke Brown Sports, all part of the McDevitt Catholic Christmas Showcase.